Greetings to all. You are watching Wisdom with Anthony Sir. I'm here before you after a long gap of that because I was busy in my schedule. Now I have rescheduled and you will be getting my videos and updates regularly or on regular basis. Today I have brought a topic for you, that is why I go blank or why I become blank when I try to speak English. When I am in the conversation, I suddenly get stuck or I don't have anything. My mind goes totally blank. What happens? What is the reason behind when all these things happen to me in order to achieve the fulfillment of the purpose of the communication? So obviously communication is a thing, or communication is a kind of a virtue that somebody when has it as a skill, or when somebody owns it, he feels immense power and superiority, because it is a kind of a skill that brings your level from here till there. So today we will be discussing some problems, and obviously if you are the victim of the problem, I have some solutions for you in order to remove or eradicate this problem permanently. So let us get started. Sometimes when you speak, you want to express yourself in your mind. Thoughts are there, words are there, even you have lots of vocabulary words. In spite of knowing lots of things, lots of stuff, lots of words, sometimes you find that you are not able to express yourself. The various reasons behind, some of the reasons that I have taken from them, that is fear of speaking. You know, fear is something that, like walking with having a bomb in the pocket and anytime it can burst. I mean to say that fear of speaking is something which stops you, and it actually imbalances your hormones. When suppose we are human, right? And we have lots of activities to do. We perform a lot of activities on the daily basis. And sometimes you feel that how you feel happy, how you feel sad, how you overwhelmed, excited, nervous. So all the things happen because of the inner system. Sometimes you can call it that hormones are released of a particular situation and we behave so. I mean to say, when you feel that you are fearing of something, or in your mind or in the subconscious what you have, that I have fear of something. If I speak, what shall happen? If I open my mouth, what happens if I get stuck? What happens if I say first sentence very clearly and second sentence more clearly and third sentence I get stuck? I need to find words. I go blank. Even sometimes you know that how to say particular things, but you are not able to express. Various reasons, but the biggest reason that I have for you, that is fear of speaking. Because we have fear in the subconscious, something is going on. I am fearful, and that actually hovers your mind and body completely. Because we are not focusing on the target, we are focusing on the negative side. And if you focus on the negative side and expecting the positive results, it can never ever be happen. So in order to get the best outcome, you need to remove this fear, because fear is something that does not even exist. With just a single step, and fear will not be. Because a state of mind, I must tell you, before being confident, before telling anything, you tell your brain that I'm pretty much confident, I don't have any fear. That's just simple conversation. There are many opportunities that we lose in our daily life, in terms of job, in terms of promotion, in terms of something special, designations, posts. Why? Because of this fear. We are not able to open the mouth. We are not able to express. Behind the scene, what is going on? You are fearful. That in your subconscious, it is indicating you every single second and reminding you that you have fear. You shall not listen to that and overcome it slowly and gradually by putting into the practice and efforts in the right way. I will tell you at the end of the video how we can remove it. So second, I have for nervousness. Biggest problem I consider, even that was a problem of mine, and it is the problem of each and every one of us, those who are learning English as a second language. Before stepping in the process of learning second language, any language it can be, I'm not talking about only English. If you are learning French, if you are learning German, any language, when you step into the field of learning a second language, it is quite obvious to happen or to encounter. People face this. One has to undergo all these things because they're natural to happen. But something, if naturally it happens, I believe, you know what? Naturally it can be removed. If something is happening naturally, you can remove it naturally. The reason behind why I am emphasizing on these statement, because I know that nervousness will bring your score by 40%, up to 40% down. It can bring your performance. Suppose a student appearing in the examination hall, writing his exam. Can you imagine that he gets or she gets nervous? What happens to him? He may not be able to recall, he may not be able to remember, he may not be able to get the ideas, he may not be able to get into the flashback and to just recall or the revise of the thing or bring out the picture, whatever the content that he had gone through. What will happen in this way? In this way, he will lose each and everything. He will lose marks, he will get distracted, because what? And his performance will be depleted by 40%, it will be decreased by 40%. It will surely come down. Because nervousness, suppose you are dancing. You are dancing on stage before the audience, and can you imagine that while dancing you get nervous? What will happen? You will forget the steps. Same happens, you will go blank. Your mind may not give you ideas, pictures, nothing, because you are nervous. You need to understand, you need to focus not on the nervousness but on the confident part of you, that you are confident. But it requires practice. How, sir, I can remove it? That I told you earlier also. I will be telling you in the later part of my video. First, let me just discuss all the problems and solution I will be giving you all together there, right? Then I have for you, maybe you are trying to speak very fast. I have observed people. I would like to give one or two examples for this, Suppose you are a cricketer, you play cricket. You can hit the sixes if you know how to defend, if you know how to stop the ball. You can play marvelously well, but first, which are the basic teachings that you need to learn, that how to stop the ball, let the ball come to you. Watch the ball, stop the ball. Don't try to hit it too hard. Same thing it happens. We want to speak English fluently, but fluently means we get the misconception of that fluent word. And what do? We actually speak, and we try to speak very fast. When we try to speak very fast, we stumble, we fumble, we get stuck, we go blank. And what is the outcome? Faltering, doing fillers, incomplete conversation. How all things happen? Because of one, I want to just speak very fast. You're speaking too fast, you'll get stuck. You look for the words, look for the ideas. You need to bring those ideas to you. When you speak little slower, you know it very well what happens. Here I would like to give the answer of here only, because now I am getting one example also. If somebody is riding a two-wheeler, right, or riding four-wheeler, driving four-wheeler, can you imagine that in the beginning or at initial stage, if he or she drives or rides very fast or a very high speed, can you imagine that he or she is learning? No. The person who is learning will have to go slower in order to put the right arrangement of the gear, discipline of the speed, and the best outcome of learning whatsoever the vehicle they are willing to learn how to drive or ride. I hope you are getting. If you want to ride or drive fast, you need to learn how to drive or ride slower. It is the basic, very basic. If you know what sir is saying, then you can relate it with that. So you need to speak slower in this case. If you get stuck, if you find a problem before you, right? Don't try to speak very fast. We are not here to pretend something, no problem. We are confident, we are fluent, that no need to show it, right? They will feel it once you open mouth. Then, biggest lack of practice. Everything happens, everything is a problem, but the grassroots causes this, basic causes this. We are not in terms of practicing. That is why we are losing every single day. Every single conversation we are losing. We are becoming a victim instead of a victor. What is happening here? Because of my lack of practicing and my procrastinating behavior in learning. We want to find shortcuts. I will watch this video and I will speak fluent English after this videos. I will not get stuck. Who told you this? No. No, my dear. If you are thinking this is 101% wrong thinking. I am showing you how you can remove it. Afterwards, what is the right way? Reformatory action. You need to put it into practice. What sir has suggested us, maybe it's a problem for me. Do ask it yourself. And whichever the solution now we are going to discuss, are the solutions really helpful for me? When all these things happen and all these things occur, then we can come to know, okay, I am going to practice. I am a disciplined one. I have chosen to practice every single day. And I'm not going to lose this. This is my day. So far, I have been the victim. How many videos I have watched, how many tutors I have changed, how many institutions I have been through, how many books I have been through, how many times I started, but do I really practice in the right way in order to remove all my problems? Still the problem is appearing like a mountain. You know why? Because you don't want to practice. You want results, you want outcome, but you don't want to put efforts. It's not possible. If somebody is looking into the matter in order to improve all these problems, or to make there are rooms for improvement. If you are looking into the right direction, you can have the right decision and ideas by adopting the right way. If your way is not right, sorry to say, it's much difficult. It will remain there. You know, sometimes I feel pain. Students are willing to speak English fluently, even though you know that which are the losses, which are the pros and cons. Because of my communication skill, I am not getting that promotion, I am not getting that job, I am not being judged in the right way, that what I am expecting, so-called judgment, what do you think so? But you don't want to practice. I will watch videos and I will learn. No, my dear, you can watch videos, 1,000 videos, lakhs of videos. It will not change because it has been carrying in the same direction. It will flow in the same direction. After listening to me carefully, and when you watch it, go and practice. Right practice. Sir, how much first question, very common question. Sir, how much I need to do practice? Nobody can answer you that. Please, let me tell you, nobody can answer. You know the answer. How much there is requirement. If you ask me, sir, how much effort is to be put to lift up this pen? Okay, according to that. If I want to lift up a stool or a bench, according to that. If I want to lift up 50 kg weight, according to that. Where is your level? You know it very well. For some people, they practice only speaking practice, they do 10 to 15 minutes, that's enough for them. Some people do speaking practice 20 minutes, that's enough for them. Some people do every day, every moment in their heart, they are visualizing and speaking. Some people do practice of 1 hour. So it varies from person to person. You cannot copy everyone. No, my dear, it's not the way. You can learn from them, but there is a unique and a different way of your own. You are unique in your own way. Just remember that. So let us come on to the reformatory actions, or how can I improve. First of all, I have solution of these problems. Please give pause to yourself. Anand, there is a phrase in Hindi I am now recalling. कहीं पहुंचने के लिए कहीं से निकलना बहुत जरूरी है, राइट? आई मीन टू से इफ यू वांट टू रीच समवेयर यू नीड टू लीव अ प्लेस. इट मीन्स इफ यू वांट टू स्पीक you need to be quiet. Give yourself little pause. If you are getting fumble, if you are getting stuck, if you are going blank, no problem, that's okay. Okay, it's okay. Give yourself little time. A little injury, a little wound, it takes time to get healed. Your lapse in speaking, your problem, your gap, your nervousness, your fear, your lack of confidence and practice, it's also requiring some pause. 20 second, 10 second, give yourself pause. You can ask for the pardon of this listener and just have some pause. Secondly, you can breathe. Take a deep breath so that you should be okay, no? You should be comfortable to yourself. As I told you in my previous videos, you need to be comfortable to yourself so that you can make others comfortable. You know why and how? If you are comfortable, you can make others comfortable. That I need to understand. It's a basic need. If I am not comfortable, the listener, those who are in the conversation, they can never ever be. So breathe, give yourself little pause, then practice. I told you, practice is must in this case. And the more you listen, the more you can speak. Make it a habit every day. Practice in that practice reading, listening and speaking. Obviously writing also. You should add in every day's practice session or portion. Because you are not practicing and expecting for the best result and practice is not even good. So my dear, there is a gap. And that gap only can be filled or can be compensated unless you come here. So level should be, my level of result is this, but practice is somewhere here. Bring it here, it come parallel, you will get the result. Reality, I'm telling you. Then if you get stuck, no problem, sometimes we don't get word. No need to get panic. Sometimes we don't have words, okay? So you can take an alternate route also. Alternate route means, for an example, suppose you have a street, okay, and that is under construction and your house is there, but you need to reach house. You will not sleep outside, no? You will get somehow, you will find an option, you will find an alternate route. So same alternate route, suppose you are not getting the same word, no problem. You can explain that, you know, this, that, you can explain that later. Right? Are you getting what I mean to say? So, by adopting all these techniques, you can have a better vision. And imagine yourself here, you are speaking good. When you go in front of mirror, imagine yourself that you are speaking really beautifully. You are a good orator. Find yourself. Imagine yourself. And last but not least, start visualizing. When you visualize any picture, no, sometimes that picture also can give you the word. That process also can give you the word. That action also can give you the word. Because I told you, no, earlier also, your brain, my brain, our brain works in images. So let it work in images rather than focusing in any alphabetic order. Right? So all in all, I want to tell you that when you focus all these things, this will not remain a problem for you, because I was a sufferer of this problem, and just by stepping into little reformatory action and just getting covered with those actions, I got this problem resolved completely. And sometimes when it happens, no problem, I take a deep breath. I go with the alternate routes. So be happy, be positive, and little bit be lenient to yourself. No problem if it is not getting. You are not getting the things done. It doesn't mean that you will not. Sooner or later you will get it done. But keep moving in the direction you will have one day your destination. The hour, the moment will be there. So we are on a journey from one day to day one. From day one to one day. And surely you can make it happen and make it very possible with your own ideas, with your own efforts. Because again, let me tell you again, nobody else will do it for you. You will have to take the action for your own. You are responsible for your own. So, speaking English fluently should not be a dream for you. Let this dream become true with the positive attitude, positive mindset, and positive efforts, obviously. So, again, I must ask you, or it's an urge, if you are watching the video for the very first time, please do subscribe the channel, hit the like button and share it with your kith and kin if they are in terms of learning English, and especially to those who want to learn English, right? I will be presenting next video. So till then, take care. Bye-bye.